Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to my channel. I just wanted to get on here and discuss the wildfires that's been taking place in Canada, in Alberta to be exact. Check this out.
About 19,479 Albertans remained evacuated at this time, and there are 13 reception centers that have registered evacuees.
The fires creating massive amounts of smoke, not only blanketing the skies, but also impacting the air quality across much of Canada and even the United States, painting a picture. These before and after videos of the thick smoke washing over Calgary earlier this week.
East to places like Chicago and St. Louis and could linger for days. Unseasonably hot and dry conditions in the Northwest have fueled existing fires in Alberta and helped spark new ones in neighboring British Columbia. So far, the fires have forced tens of thousands of people to evacuate their homes. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. So what kind of progress is being made with these fires, and what precautions are being taken heading into the Victoria Day holiday weekend?
Hi, thanks for having me on today. Yeah, indeed, it's a surprising, it's not a pleasant situation that we find ourselves in. You mentioned the smoke, and I look out my office window here in Edmonton, and I can barely even see across the field that is beside my building to see the trees clearly beside me due to the smoke. Currently, we're at National Preparedness Level 5, which means that we have full commitment of all national resources on the wildfire situation in Western Canada, which indicates that the demand is extreme, and we're now mobilizing international support as well. There's about 212 fires burning currently in the country, of which 58 of these are out of control. And as you mentioned, tens of thousands, 28,000 people to be a little more precise, have been evacuated from their homes. There's like 1,700 local firefighters involved in the effort with 700 imported resources. And we have international liaison officers arriving from New Zealand and Australia today and from South Africa over the weekend to help bring in resources. In preparation of the long weekend, the province of Alberta has implemented park closures. So there's numerous parks where people would normally be going camping on the long weekend. Numerous parks have been closed.
Oh, fuck. Keep going, Jules.
Is the first sign of renewal.
Uplifting. I haven't been happier to see rain than I am now, yeah.
Jessica Big Charles has lived on the East Prairie Métis settlement her entire life. Now her home is gone.
Like anything important or like pictures or nothing, we just had what we had on our backs.
Hours after residents received an order to evacuate.
Like the second house that got burned.
The chairman helped get everyone out as fast as he could.
I don't even know if his children.
He says it's unclear how much today's rain has helped.
I'm hoping. That's all I could do is pray.
And after weeks of battling relentless flames right across the province, this is not the only community sighing with relief today.
Most of the areas of the province have now seen rain, lower temperatures, and higher humidity, all of which will help firefighters gain ground on these wildfires.
X amount more likely now because of climate change, and that's exactly what we're seeing in this particular case. There was a state of emergency declared about 2 weeks ago in Alberta, and 30,000 people have been evacuated because this is happening at sort of an odd time of the year. In fact, this is our partners at Climate Central, their Climate Shift Index, which reveals how much climate change influences the temperature on any given day. And this is the map for yesterday, but it could easily be the map for today, going back the past few weeks because the heat on the west coast of Canada and in the Pacific Northwest is 4 times more likely today than it was about 50 years ago due to our changing climate.
See what was happening around us all the way down to the ground. And as I was looking up this story, I found so many others in between about wildfire smoke. It feels like this is happening more often.
It is, because the hotter and drier the air is, the more likely wildfires will start. And the more wildfires, the more smoke can build up in the atmosphere. So going back over the past decade or so, we have one set of conditions we've gotten used to, but there's a map that actually shows what will happen in the next 25 years. The deeper the shade on this map across the western U.S., the thicker the smoke concentration. And you can see in some cases, with our warming climate, we will double the amount of smoke that we'll see in the air in the next 25 years.
Is the haze dangerous?
It is, because these are really, really tiny particles of soot and smoke, and they get lodged into humans' lungs. This soot in their lungs can actually increase the risk of death. It can increase the risk of heart disease, impacts, pre-existing conditions are exacerbated. And, you know, there are people who say, well, I'll just put on a mask like we did during COVID. These particles are so small that they go through masks that you can buy like at home improvement stores, because those are designed to filter out much bigger particles like sawdust. The only way you could really avoid this would be to put on a gas mask or...
Can someone please explain why the sun appeared like this today? It was really close and very red. I was so shocked cause I've never seen anything like this. It was also going down really fast. Another weird thing I noticed was that it was still very bright at 7:04. Any scientific explanation for this?
Why is the sun red? Anyone else seeing this?
So yes, climate change is real. I am a firm believer. I can't believe there are so many people on the internet talking about climate change is a hoax, climate change is not real, when clearly we are the problem. Humans are the problem. I'm not really into politics, but I was looking to see if any politicians had anything to say about the catastrophic natural disasters that's been happening all over the country, pretty much. Wildfires, floods, hurricanes, just devastation. And it's only getting worse. It's really not getting any better. I mean, you got New York City in danger of sinking. Coastal areas are in threat of disappearing in about 20-30 years if, you know, politicians don't hurry up and get a handle on climate change. I mean, people are really picking a side. You got people saying climate change is a hoax, and you got people that's really, really taking it seriously. I just don't understand how climate change could be a hoax. So I want to know what you guys think. Do you believe in climate change? Comment down below.